everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I first just wanted to note that I'm recording this in March and it's likely that this will be uploaded sometime later. It's just because I've got videos still to come out, just vlogs from Lent term, and of course the uncertain situation that we've got at the moment, that you're no doubt familiar with, and that's in relation to COVID-19 or the coronavirus. I might be doing a video on that. That might be out by the time you see this one, not too sure. So just bear with me in terms of videos and when and how I'm releasing them. So I just wanted to get that point across. This video, I just wanted to reflect on what's probably been quite a mixed term. This is term of Lent 2020. So I just wanted to talk about how I feel like it's gone, what I've been getting up to, just some of my personal reflections, and as you might see by the title, why this term has probably been the most difficult term for me. So I'm just going to go through a couple of things. So first of all, just in the academia side of things, for those who followed my channel, you're probably familiar, but for those who are new, I'm taking 5 modules: family law, contract law, land law, international law, and administrative law. So it's one more module than what was the case for first year, when it was only 4 main modules. You did have legal skills methodology, but that was only for Lent of 2019, so that was only a term-based assignment. So it's been 5 modules. I haven't been enjoying them. They've been very interesting. So this term, for example, in contract, we're looking at discharge for breach of contract, frustration of a contract, remedies, and that's been quite interesting. For admin, we're looking at things like the different grounds of review, principles of relation to natural justice, so the right to have an interview, or for example the right to legal representation. So just been having a look at that, and so the modules have been interesting, but I'm not going to lie when I say that the work has been intense. There's been a lot of reading to do. When it comes to studying law, there's a lot of reading to do from the textbooks, looking at the cases, looking at the articles, etc. And sometimes trying to balance workload with everything else that's going on in my life has been difficult. And sometimes I felt like, in terms of being prepared for the supervisions, I haven't been as prepared as I would have liked to have been. And I think just, it was probably fine in the first 4 weeks or so, but then, as I'm probably going to talk about a little bit later, things got a little bit too much. And so I think my overall attention into my modules probably decreased slightly, because I was just trying to work out what's going on and trying to balance things as best as I can. Things I think did start to pick up a little bit towards the end of the term, when things were when balance was being found a little bit more. But I'm not gonna lie when I say like some moments were just like, you were just like a lot to do. There's still a lot to do going forward in terms of like consolidating notes and revising, etc. But I just wanted to talk briefly about the academia side of things. In terms of what else I've been getting up to, so I've been involved in the Cambridge Union, so my role this term was as video editor, and so essentially I dealt with the Cambridge Union's YouTube channel. So that was appropriate because obviously I'm on my own YouTube channel, and so I had responsibility to make sure the videos were edited, uploaded, thumbnails were done, and not just upload them, but upload them, trying to get them out within, like, we had like a 48-hour period to get them out. So it's trying to get them out, and we mostly got there. Obviously, to start off with, I was making quite a few mistakes, and that's partially because obviously the way the union does their YouTube channel is slightly different than the way I do mine, and so it's obviously just learn the way in which it needs to be done, learn how to get things done in an orderly manner, just getting familiar with the system, as it were. And I've been enjoying that. Obviously, sometimes that has caused a little bit of anxiety for me, in the sense of being able to balance it with everything else. And there was one point where I wasn't able to get one of my own videos out because I had other things on. But that's just about, again, trying to find the balance, trying to organise the best as I can. But overall, I've enjoyed my work with the union this term. Obviously meeting new people who've joined committee and working with others who I've known, and I have enjoyed that, and I've been making a couple of floor speeches. what I'm hoping to do, and they'll be coming out, is some videos of me making those floor speeches. I've managed to get permission to put them onto my channel, which I'm grateful for. So stay tuned for those. They might be out now, they might be coming out, so just watch this space. I'm glad I've been doing that because that's been an opportunity for me to develop confidence, public speaking. I did audition for one of the debates. I think it was the This House Forgets You Labour one. Didn't get in, didn't succeed, but I'm glad I have very least auditioned. And hopefully I can continue with the Cambridge Union. Obviously the situation at the moment is uncertain about how the Cambridge Union is going to work given what's happening at the moment. So I'm really hoping that I can continue on, whether it be next term or Michaelmas of 2020. So there's that side of things. I also did some muting this term. One of the things I wanted to do, because I hadn't done a lot beforehand, was some more muting. Muting is essentially kind of an opportunity for you to practice preparing a case and actually presenting your oral submissions, your oral arguments before like a mock court. It's essentially like a mock court, a mock case, as it were. And it's a really good opportunity, and it's been a good chance for me to develop some of those skills that'll be useful when I'm thinking about potentially becoming a barrister. So public speaking, organisation, time management, making sure that I'm able to communicate well with who's in front of me, etc. And obviously for those who watch my vlogs, you'll know that, and spoiler alert, you'll know that I won the Human Rights Law Society mood. So we had 3 rounds and obviously had a different problem each time. The final was judged by 2 barristers from Chambers, and yeah, I won, which I wasn't expecting to, but yeah, I'm glad that I did that, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to do some more in the future. I definitely want to do some more because I didn't do much before the human rights one, so I'm going to try and do some more to develop my skills going forward. So I'm glad I did that. In terms of socialising, obviously I've been involved with the Cambridge Union, but I've also spent some time with friends. I did some cooking with Henry, for example, and I've been involved with a little bit of Cooler and going to some of their events. Cooler is just the Cambridge University Liberal Association, and a lot of my friends go to it, so I've just been going to some of their events like Spirited Discussions. You might have heard me mention in some of my vlogs, and that's been good. But I think one of the other reasons why this term was probably a little more difficult was because there was a couple of moments where I felt a little bit lonely, just because a lot of things were happening and I was trying to handle it all myself, and that got to me a little bit. And also I think one situation I did develop was I had like a couple of friends, in a way relied on them, and that made the situation a little bit awkward. Things are a little bit better now, but obviously because I've got a lot of friends, there's only like a group of people who I can necessarily be able to go to and talk about more personal issues. Things are better now. I think one of the other things that has come out of this term was also I had to go for an assessment to see whether or not I might need special arrangements for my exams. I did have like a laptop last time, but didn't go for the assessment, so I needed to do it this time round. And I got the diagnosis. Essentially, I found out that I had some kind of like a learning disorder. I think it's called dysgraphia. And I might do a video on this just to go into more detail about it. But essentially, I got that realization. That was a big moment. I think that was near the start of term. It was quite a big moment because I had never had a reason to think about potentially having that. So that was a moment as well. And I think that, alongside just the general workload and just thinking about other things, like obviously trying to apply for like many pupilages in later on in the year, but also thinking about my YouTube channel, the Cambridge Union YouTube channel. It was about week 5 when things just got a little bit too much. I can remember in one supervision, I think it was for family law, and essentially I just kind of shut down. Like I didn't really interact much in the supervision, and I think it was just because things just got quite overwhelming. And it got better, I think, probably around about week 7. So things started to pick up a little bit, week 6, week 7. And things are better now. I'm obviously it's just what's been affecting me personally, and each person responds differently to different situations. So it was quite organised at the beginning, and then had a little bit of a difficult a few weeks from about week 5, and then it has picked up a little bit from like week 7 and week 8. And also the other thing that came from the term was I did find, so I went on the blind date, that was mentioned in one of my vlogs, and then we did get together for a couple of weeks, but then at the time of recording this, quite recently, we broke up, but we've left on good terms and we're still good friends, so that I'm pleased, good with that. But obviously that was something I had enjoyed, but obviously that's no longer there. Quite a lot of things have been happening this term, and I hope you understand where I'm coming from. Obviously I've tried to keep up the vlogs and the channel as much as I can, because that, obviously I know many people enjoy them, and many of you enjoy them, so I've been doing my best there. So I just wanted to basically just reflect on and go back through how this term has went. Currently I'm feeling much better, obviously a little bit of anxiety in terms of this whole COVID-19 situation, but by the time you see this one, obviously there'll be developments. Obviously the situation is constantly changing. I'm hoping, and my friends have sort of said to me, stay in contact over the holidays, however long the situation lasts. So yeah, just wanted to go through how this term has went. Stay tuned for videos coming out. I'm trying to record a few videos here, so just keep an eye out for those videos. Hope you've enjoyed this one. If you've got any questions or anything like that, just put them in the comment section below as always, and do the usual things, like the video, follow me on Facebook and Instagram if you haven't already, and make sure you do subscribe to the channel by clicking the bottom right hand corner, share the video, let people know about it, if you know people who are thinking about applying to university, or just want to know what university is like, or just want to know what law is like, recommend it to them. And thank you for listening if you stayed on for this long, and I hope to see you in the next video.